What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to this special edition of Weights and Dates. We are doing a special Thursday edition of Weights and Dates. We were going to do this at 6 o'clock tonight, except for the fact that Kevin Samuels is going to be live in studio with Myron Gaines and Fresh Prince CEO for tonight's for tonight's Fresh and Fit podcast. So we are doing this right now to make room for the great and powerful Kevin Samuels. First off, let me say what's up to my man, Myron Gaines, Fresh Prince CEO. What's going on, guys?
Chilling, bro. We're happy to be here, man. Thank you for having us on, Donovan.
Of course. So what's the weather like in Miami, right? It's December, so it's probably a little cooler, but are people walking around in coats or jackets yet, or is it not that cold yet?
Bro,
It's
right
about
now,
70.
bro.
Right today,
Yesterday
I think it's
was like
70, 75.
62. I'm from the island, so I was freezing my ass off, bro. Oh,
And I remember when I was down there a few weeks back, it got down into like maybe the 60s, and Fresh is walking down the street like, yo, man, I can't take this up from the island. It's already like, wow, holy moly. How long have you been in Miami, right?
dude, I know, man. But yo, real talk, man. It's still good weather. Sun's out, buns are out, and we're ready to roll.
Yeah, it's still warm enough, but like, yeah, it is like for us since we've been here so long. It's like 70 degrees in Florida is cold for us. If it hits 60, you're put on a jacket. It's like, whoa, what's going on?
Wow. Dev and I were out in Vegas last week, and it was probably 65, probably like 65, 67 degrees. I'm walking around out there with short sleeves on. Everybody is walking around with jackets on. And a lot of people say, well, Donovan, you lived in Vegas. Well, no, I've lived in Philly the last 4 years, and it is 32 and breezy.
Oh, yeah.
Here in the Northeast. So, dude, going out there where it's nice and dry, nice and warm out there. Listen, 65 and breezy in the desert feels a hell of a lot better than 32 and breezy up here in the Northeast. Okay, so what we are going to talk about today, you guys have dropped an Instagram course. And the genesis for this course, and I think I made this discovery when I was out there a few weeks back, is when Fresh said, listen, man, Instagram has usurped Tinder. Instagram is now the best way for men to meet women. Now, Fresh, I want you to start me off here. Why is it that Instagram now works better, in your opinion, than Tinder?
Well, two things are happening here, right, Donovan? So as you know, we're in this like global pandemic, basically like the bear bug. And as a result, a lot of people are home bored, right? And
Yes.
they have different things to do. So a lot of females, especially, like their thing was, you know what? I'll go on Instagram, I'll check out this person's page, whatever, and then get back to work or whatever. But now they're not working. All they're doing is looking at their page on Instagram, their feed, and seeing what's popping and see what there's to do. And now things are kind of opening back up in a way. And I mean, it's just they're still kind of down, but things are opening back up in a way.
Sure.
Now they want to have fun outside of their regular circle, and they want to find people they can hang out with. So for the most part, they're getting more on dating apps. That's one. But two, Instagram is a way that they meet people, because now they're getting a lot of DMs, because guys now are realizing that, you know what? I don't have to leave my house. I can DM girls.
Right.
So literally, Donovan, girls walking the street before they even leave their house, they're already getting guys DMing them saying, hey, you're not cool, you're not cute, whatever. Let me fly you out here to like let's say like Vegas, or like, Miami, or like Dubai, whatever it might be. So already before she even leaves the house, she's getting guys approaching her. And for the most part, when you think about it, right, where are girls' attention spans these days?
Zero. Like ADD, man.
Yeah, it's very small. And if their attention span is anywhere, it's on social media. So for the most part, Instagram is where it's at. And then secondly, scale and then width. So for example, a girl in Idaho, right, far away where nobody really sees her, back in the day, no one knew who she was. Now with Instagram, she's in Idaho, sending booty pics out to her Instagram page, story, whatever.
Yes.
Guys in Miami, like me and Myron, can see them and say, hey, you know what? Come chill with us and have fun on a yacht.
And that might or might not have happened.
Yep.
I totally agree. And I actually talked about this when I was actually in the Keys. Dev and I took a vacation, and we were in we were in the Florida Keys.
Key West?
I did it was the first
Largo?
Yeah, I think it was Key Largo, something like that. It's South Florida. And one of the things I pointed out in a video that I did is that girls have always had endless. In 1926, a young pretty girl had endless options. The difference now is that she is aware of those options. The smartphone has flattened the world. You now, because of the smartphone, girls have you have access to literally anybody on the planet, except for maybe in Amish villages where they may or may not have internet, or maybe there are some tribes in Africa where there's no internet at all, and even that can't be counted on. So the internet has made it very, very competitive. It used to be, Myron, that you were really relegated to only the guys and or the girls in your own town and village.
Yep.
But now, because of the internet, the smartphone means you can expand your parameters way out. You can listen, just like you said, Fresh, a girl lives in Idaho can still be flown out to Dubai, when 50, 60 years ago, she would never have figured that out.
Yeah, man. Like the what the internet's done is, and namely Instagram, it's globalized the sexual marketplace. And quite frankly, just like you said, like, imagine, 20 years ago when Prince was like popping, right? Like girls would have been, we talked about this on a show yesterday. Like the fact that like a girl can DM her favorite artist or celebrity, whatever, and that person can actually connect with her, that's changed the game. Because now, because men, let's keep it real, men, we date down all day. You know what I mean? Men have no problem dating down. So a rapper or a celebrity, whatever it may be, they're totally cool with, banging groupies or whatever it may be. So now this girl, and we talked about this with a local Miami DJ yesterday, like a lot of girls in Miami, especially in these major cities, they get accustomed to dealing with these caliber of men because they're getting hit up by them all the time. And then it puts the average guy in a terrible position because he can't compete with these types of dudes.
Can't.
So the only way you're really going to be able to compete in today's marketplace is you got to get in the same arena and fight with these guys. Quite frankly,
it's a competition.
It's a competition. But the problem is guys don't even know this arena exists. That's the problem. Like there's basically a gladiator battle going on that guys can't even get into to see the fight happening or even fight. So they don't even get access to the women.
And they get flaked on.
Exactly.
Left on scene.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, man. And like a big reason, uncomfortable reality about what I need to tell guys about, like guys wonder, right? Because there's been, I know people are going to say correlations and causation, but in this case, it is causation. What I'm going to say is this: as technology has gotten better and social media has become more prevalent to use to interact and or date and mate select, women have become flakier and flakier and flakier. You go 20 years ago, I'm sure, Donovan, you know this from when you're younger days. When you asked a girl out on a date or you told her, hey, let's meet up or whatever it may be, she was excited to meet you. There wasn't like some BS like, I don't know if I'm going to do this or whatever. Like she was like, the flake rate wasn't as bad back then because male attention actually had some value to it.
Yeah.
But nowadays, male attention is worth nothing. Go ahead.
Well, not only that, but you know what you're describing, Myron? That's abundance.
Yeah.
Girls have abundance. The more abundance any particular human has, the flakier they're going to be. It's the same with guys. If a guy is talking to 10 different girls and the one he wants to bang the most is hitting him up, the girl he wants to bang the third most, she gets flaked on. Yep. So, but here's the problem. The sexual marketplace crumbles. It is bad for everybody. When women have the abundance mindset, everybody suffers. When men have the abundance mindset, the only people who win are the ones who are worth winning, right? So girls would like to, well, if guys had all these options and this and that and the other, then only certain girls would get picked. Yep. Yeah, that's actually the way it's supposed to be. You can't sit back and eat, ice cream and donuts and fried fucking chicken for breakfast and expect to be picked by a top 5%. No, you had to get your ass to the gym. You had to learn to cook. You have to learn to act like and smell like and walk like a woman. But women having that abundance, what that does is that it de-incentivizes women to actually be feminine. Because all right, okay, so this guy doesn't like me because I'm overweight or that I can't cook. That's okay. I've got 70 other guys in my DMs that are willing to come and pound me out at a moment's notice.
100%. And Donovan, you know what's funny about that? Like nowadays, right now, guys are confused. Like, oh, I'm not the best dressed person. I'm not this. I'm not that. Right. For the most part, they have so many options. If you're not the highest bidder in her eyes, she's not going to go for you at all.
Facts.
And the only way you can actually, okay, I want to say this, right? Guys have two options. Either they can become the best version of themselves, or they can just fail. At that point, you've given up. And it's sad to say, if you've given up, that's on you.
You got to be high value to get chicks nowadays, bro.
You have to be high value.
Talk, like there's no way around it now because the only way you're going to be able to compete with the amount of volume that women get in their inboxes from high value men is you're going to have to become high value yourself. And then the equalizer is going to be having game.
There it is.
Guys don't have game. Like they'll sit here and they'll trick on these girls, whatever it may be, and their clout will get the girl. but like they don't have the game to like kind of maintain it. You know what I'm saying? They're relying because like we rub elbows with a lot of like celebs and internet personalities here being in Miami. And one thing I've learned about a lot of them, you know what I mean, is that a lot of them don't have like they rely a lot on their status to get the women. They don't have like the fundamental like RP awareness game that we have. You know what I mean? So if you have game, status, and money, bro, it's a wrap.
It is a wrap. Now I want you to make this distinction too, Myron. High value does not equal game.
Yeah,
you have to understand. Just because you have high value does not mean that you have game. Yes, if you have high value, you will certainly get more opportunities with women. But if you don't have game, it's almost like because you have more opportunities, you're more susceptible to getting played or finessed or getting your heart broken, et cetera, et cetera. That's how it is.
And Donovan, honestly, to make it really simple for guys out there, look, this is how it is, right? Literally, game is the foundation, right?
Yes.
Hands down. Then high value is right here, right? That's gonna be like the I would say the left side of the house, and the right side is gonna be social media and knowing how to source girls. If you put that together all in one, you become unstoppable force. Like that is real power right there. Now, most guys are like, oh, you know what? I don't want to put in the work. It's too much work. I feel you, brother. But at the same time, if you want to live in this life and live your best life possible, you have to put in something to work. You have to. There's no way out. Look, Donovan, even me, right, bro? I was a nerd, literally, right? I stuttered a lot. I had problems talking to girls, period, right? I said, you know what? I can just sit here, complain, and not do anything, and not get any hot girls. Or I get take a break from females, focus on myself, and wait. And I'll tell you this, Donovan. Every single successful person I've met, millionaire entrepreneur, took a break at some point from girls, leveled up, and now he has unlimited options. So,
dude, that's the common denominator, man, is that you have, and don't get me wrong, and you young guys out here watching, I get it. You're 23 years old. You're a walking hard on. All you can think about is getting laid. If you can put that in a box for 6 to 8 months and work on yourself, the world is your oyster. And I also want to make this distinction. Because I don't want to discourage guys. You don't have to drive a Lambo or be in a yacht to be able to bang hot girls. No. I didn't have any of these things, dude. Even when I had my penthouse, dude, I was smashing 9s and 10s long before I ever drove an Audi or had my little penthouse in Vegas. I was smashing those girls round the clock. But what you guys, and this is what I agree with you, and this is what I talked about while I was sitting in that seat right there. You will never own these girls. These girls commit to high value guys. You're the side dude. You're the guy that she's using to break the other guy's heart. Dude, most people are never ever going to be rich. Most people are. I'm never going to own a yacht. Okay. I'm never going to. Well, I mean, God willing, who knows? Maybe I will own a Lamborghini if I had the opportunity. I might buy one. The point is that I don't want guys to get this. Well, damn, dude, I got to have this. No. Game is the equalizer. The more game you have, I don't want to say the less value you can have, but the more game you have, the more a girl will forgive any deficiencies you have in looks, status, money, etc. Also, when you're a little bit older, you should be a little bit more established. So you're going to have some value there as well. So I want guys to understand, you don't have to drive a Lambo. You don't have to be on a yacht to compete to get these girls. Just understand that unless you have these things, these girls aren't thinking about you for a long-term relationship. Don't get attached to these hoes out here, guys. Smash them for a couple of weeks. If they ghost on you, they ghost on you. Just never stop sourcing for girls, man.
Yeah, man. And basically the arena has shifted. It used to be, I mean, I'm still a huge cold approach advocate, but like now, if you truly want to be able to like maximize your ability to get girls, you got to be on Instagram. And like, we've had a lot of big name guests in here. And, just for experimental, when we didn't prepare them, we asked them, hey guys, how do you guys meet your women? And all these guys, blue checkmark dudes, YouTube influencers, guys that have a big social media following, they're all using Instagram to get their girls. They're not cold approaching chicks anymore. You know what I'm saying?
You have to be efficient with it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. That's all I was going to say is like the game has changed. Like for certain individuals, it's like one of our guys yesterday called it Uber Eats for chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like you can literally be on there just getting girls. And Fresh does it too. He'll have like he could set up 3 to 5 dates a day. I actually had to like reel him back in and tell him, hey, bro, you got to chill out with this. You know what I'm saying?
But see, Donovan, you don't have to have a blow my check. You don't have to be a millionaire, all that stuff. Look, I was a regular guy, a nerd playing Super Smash Brothers, World of Warcraft, right? I just said, you know what? I want to change my perception of myself.
There you go.
What's the best way to do that? Social media. Now, obviously, you want to be congruent because that's
Yes.
about game. You are who you are. You're not faking it to get what you want. You're actually who you are, and that's what you portray yourself to be. So same thing with social media. All you're doing is that you're saying, you know what, my passion or my hobby, or this is what I'm about. Here it is in a good light. And guess what? Like I always say, girls want to have fun. If you can portray that in a fun, cool lifestyle, and let's say you're an artist, like I said, let's say maybe you are a doctor, whatever you are, put that in a fun, cool light on
Yes.
Instagram, show your lifestyle, and watch what you attract. Brother, I cannot tell you, right, bro? The most powerful thing I've realized living on this earth so far is it's better to attract than chase. If you can attract what you want in your life, brother, you got it.
The world is your oyster, man. And what you said, listen, what you said right there is apropos. And Pat and Austin, I'm going to get to you in just a second. I see you on the phone lines. By the way, guys, the phone lines are open, 914-205-5356. If you have questions, anything about Instagram game, any of that stuff, these guys are here to answer those questions. But what Fresh just said is totally true. Girls just want to have fun.
Fact.
Girls don't, you have to understand, girls don't, they want to have fun, but there's more than one ways to have fun.
Mhm.
Yes, can girls have fun on a yacht? Absolutely. But you want to know where else they can have fun? They can have fun at the beach. They can have fun rock climbing. They can have fun jogging. They can have fun, whatever it is that you're doing in your lifestyle. And here's the thing: you can't be boring. Listen, you can be a lot of things when it comes to attracting girls. Boring cannot be one of them. You could be as broke as a joke. If your life seems interesting and fun, girls want to be a part of that. That is part of the attraction. Myron, what were you going to say?
Yeah, no, man. I mean, it's just so there's 5 main reasons that guys got to get on Instagram, man. And I'll just break it down real quick. So, and again, this is coming from a cold approach advocate. So, number 5, right? It allows you to meet girls that you otherwise would have never met, right? That are very attractive. Because like the hottest girls we all know here in the sphere, most of the most attractive girls, they wouldn't be caught dead on a dating app because to them it's like beneath them, right? They have enough social currency that they can just like they meet their guys through social networks. And quite frankly, chicks that are like have clout, they definitely don't want to be on social media apps because they don't want that negative connotation. Their social circle alone will help bring them high value men, right? And then they're going to get hit up anyway, so they don't need to be on that. So that's number 1. Number 4, as for older guys, it lets you resonate with younger women because the thing is that a lot of guys, they'll hit a bottleneck in their dating funnel where basically, I met this girl, she was really cute, but then she asked me for my Instagram. And then what do? You can either A, give her an Instagram that's not optimized, right? Or B, right, you give her your Instagram and it sucks. Or B, you say, I don't have Instagram. Well, more than likely what's going to happen is if you give her a crappy Instagram, she's immediately going to disqualify you because girls put a lot of stake on Instagram. Then if you say, I don't have an Instagram, she's going to think, you're weird. And you're going to be quickly forgotten about because that leads into the next reason. If you give her an IG and your IG is good, she's going to follow you for a bit and see your lifestyle. And you're going to be able to do what I call passive demonstrations of higher value, just like passive. And she's going to see your story. She's going to see your pics. And that's going to differentiate you from so many other men because most guys don't understand the power of Instagram. Just like we said earlier, there's in the current sexual marketplace, there's a battle going on in an arena that guys don't even know exists. These dudes are still fighting out in the desert. Meanwhile, there's like a nice arena in the middle, but only a certain class of people know about this arena, and it is Instagram. You know what I mean? And that's where all the hottest girls are at. You got something fresh?
Yeah, I just want to
say
add that as well. Our producer, right, Chris here in the ones and twos, he updated his Instagram profile, right, and he told me like a quick story about how he met this chick, and literally like he met her from a dating app, put her on his Instagram, and off the bat she said to him, "Why are you not verified? Your page is like really dope."
Yeah.
And
wow.
And that's just one improvement he made on his page. And look, I'm telling you right now, right? Girls are looking at your social media. It's the new resume.
It is the new business card.
Exactly. And just share it. You don't know who you're gonna attract. And guess what? Best part of all is that all the hard work you put into it will be worth it. Because guess what? Then you can focus on your business. You can focus on your life. Because that's really important. Your fitness. So from there.
Yeah, man. So going on. So it lets you resonate with younger girls. Allows you to get into circles of women that you otherwise would have never been able to get on online dating or meeting her in person. Mm-hmm. Then you're able to create the passive demonstrations of higher value. Number 4, it lets you verify that you're not a weirdo. Mm-hmm. So when you get a girl on a dating app, right? This is cold approach. You meet a girl. Do you have an Instagram? Whatever. On dating apps, 99% of the time, if you get a match with a girl on Tinder, Bumble, any of these dating apps, the girl's going to ask you for your Instagram 9 out of 10 times. So if you don't have an IG, that's immediately going to cause red flags. And here's the thing we gotta remember. quite frankly, online dating is already kind of shaky ground, right? Men don't have it. Women have all the power in online dating. They're the selectors, etc. So why would you want to shoot yourself in the foot and not have a tool that can verify that you're a real person or a high value guy?
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, here's the reality. She's gonna look and say, "Oh, can I see your Instagram?" If you say, "No, I don't got one," she's immediately gonna think in her head, "Okay, this guy's probably weird. He doesn't want to show his life. He's not fun. He's social awkward, whatever it may be." Because girls are gonna always jump to conclusions. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna think that something's wrong with you. So being on Instagram verifies two things: one, you're a real person, and more importantly, it handles a safety objection for you. Because if she's able to look at your Instagram, let's say you got a cute dog, right? So a cute dog, right? We're gonna go another level here. Fresh has a
Shiba Inu.
A Shiba Inu.
Oh, that's the cheat code. I've seen that dog. That's the cheat code.
A very cute dog, right? But why is that important? Like everybody looks at it and says that's a cute dog, but let's peel back the layers a little bit. By him having a cute dog, what that portrays is he's a guy who loves animals. Which typically guys that love animals aren't serial killers and weirdos.
There you go.
He's caring for a living I guess entity, right? Caring and taking care of it, etc. So that already, just by him having a dog, that pretty much handles many safety objections that women otherwise would have had.
Yes.
By dealing with you.
And by the way, I've had girls tell me off rip, your dog got me to look at your profile, and then from there I fell in love.
Yeah.
They just keep it real.
Keep it real, man.
So your Instagram profile, if you set it up right, handles a lot of objections for you. Like me and Fresh were talking about this. Like your Instagram is basically like an email list.
Yes.
So when you're sending out emails all the time, and you're because we always say sex is sales. When the girls look at your pictures, whatever it is, you're handling sales objections that they would have thought of in their head before they even meet you. So like when she meets you, so when she looks at your Instagram profile, sees you have a cute dog, you have a cool lifestyle, whatever. If you tell her, "Hey, meet me at this spot, we're going to do this," she's going to be more apt to do it because she's going to want to partake in that experience that you've already kind of conveyed on your Instagram. But if you don't have that Instagram, you don't give her the pleasure and the benefit of imagining what things would be like with you. So you kind of shoot yourself in the foot. And here's another reason why it's important to have IG. If you get a girl's number, right? You cold approach a girl, you get her number. And then another guy gets her number and her Instagram. The guy that gets her number and her Instagram is going to have a better chance of keeping that lead hot. And the reason why is because she's going to be able to consistently see him versus if you just
he doesn't have to do anything but update his Instagram. So he's communicating with her without having to directly communicate to her.
Yes.
Bam.
You got it.
And that's the key versus if I get her number only, I am forced to continue to focus my attention on her to get her out on a date, which puts her in a position of power to decline me versus if I have an Instagram and I'm telling her, "Hey, let's go meet out," whatever. I don't have to try as hard when I text her because she's already kind of seeing my lifestyle and she's gonna be like, "Oh, okay, I want to hang out with this guy." But when you do it with a text, you're gonna have to do more work. You might have to set up 1 or 2 FaceTime calls, etc., to handle these safety objections that you could have handled simply by having a good IG.
And look, for a regular guy and a girl doesn't know who you are, this is the best way for you to talk without even saying a word to her.
Yes.
Non-verbally, but see, it's hard because passive demonstrations of value is better than you talking about it. So
discovery trumps disclosure.
Yes.
Discovery trumps disclosure, man. If a girl finds something out about you, it has far more impact than if you actually tell her.
Yes, because I have friends, right? They're very good storytellers, right? They can tell stories for days, months, whatever. And they'll say, "Oh yeah, my dad was this accomplished, you know what I'm saying, diplomat, and he drives these cars and he gives me this car every weekend." Versus if I put out my story on my Instagram, she's like, "Whoa, this is crazy." So there's it's different.
Yeah.
So
you're just able to scale too. And the other thing too, and the last point I was going to make was when you're on IG, it's like being in like 10 nightclubs at once versus like, you're cold approaching, you're limited to people that are directly in front of you. And let's say you live in a marketplace that isn't necessarily that good, right? Then you're kind of subjected to your current sexual marketplace. So you're kind of playing the same game that girls are. Girls that like a chick that lives in Montana with no, connections. If she has a good Instagram profile, guys are going to offer to fly her out immediately. But as a guy, you kind of got to play the same game. And if you're in a terrible marketplace, you got to convey a good Instagram so that you can open opportunities for yourself too with chicks.
And look, Donovan, in the course, right? No one talks about this in the manosphere. I'll say it here, right? Me and Mario have figured out as well, right?
Crack the code.
You can literally, right, you could be in a bad area, but bring the girl to you.
Yeah.
What I mean by that?
Wow.
You can use Instagram and fly her out, and it will be cheaper doing that than just taking a girl on a date.
Yeah, facts.
So we're gonna cover that, of course, as well.
Yeah, we're gonna cover that. Yeah, that's gonna be the secret sauce.
Y'all are giving away too much game already, man.
Because with the COVID, the beer bug. So I almost said it. With the beer bug, there's a lot of opportunity to make things happen with girls that you otherwise probably wouldn't be able to do during this time. Let's keep it real. We're gonna probably go down on another lockdown. Here soon.
Pretty soon.
It's coming.
So it's at this point, if you're not on IG and you're not on online dating, you're severely limiting your ability. And I just want to make this very clear, man, because I don't want this to be like some kind of like crazy sales pitch. You guys don't need our course at all.
Yep.
Real talk. You guys don't. You guys can cold approach. You guys go to clubs still if your place allows it, whatever it may be. You don't need this course. But what I am going to tell you is that if you truly want to get the most chicks you can get, we all know here in the sphere, outside of us even talking about this course, you need to run a full court press on the sexual marketplace. You need to be cold approaching, day, night, social circle game,
full-time job,
apps, etc. If you're not using Instagram, you're losing a vital part of your tool belt / your repertoire to get chicks. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to limit your ability to get women that you otherwise would have been able to probably close had you just set up a decent Instagram, Thanks.
Let me read this super chat, then we'll get to Pat here in Austin, who has a pretty good question about IG. The Sea Bear with the $100 super chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome back, the Sea Bear, man. It's been a while. He says he hasn't been able to watch a live broadcast in a minute. By the way, Devin corrected me. We were on Isla Mirada. That's where we were at. We were at Isla Mirada. Out there in the Florida Keys. Okay, so let me go ahead and bring on Pat in Austin. Now, Pat in Austin, apparently you have a question. You've got a female friend who gets a lot of DMs. Expand a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Hi, Donovan. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hey, long-time listener here, first-time caller. First of all, wanted to thank you, thank Myron, thank Fresh. Great points here on Instagram and how much attention girls get on that and other social media. First of all, obviously I have an Instagram. It's not quite up to par. It's got very little pictures of me, just a few things to show I'm a high-value guy, the Porsche, the travels, etc.
Right.
But I wanted to take it a little bit further and share with something I saw today on Instagram from a female friend of mine. She had posted a picture of her offer up, which she had is selling a washing machine. She had about 5 to 10 thirsty dudes saying, "Hey, you single?" I guess my point is it's anything now. It's not just Instagram. It's not online dating. Nothing's sacred anymore. It could be LinkedIn. It could be. I didn't even think of something like that, but wanted to get your take on that.
So what are your thoughts on that, guys? The fact that what now remind me again, Pat. She put her washing machine up on Offer Up. I guess that's a website that you sell stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
And was her picture in with she showed the washing machine, right? But was she in the picture with the washing machine?
She didn't show that. She just took a screenshot of her cell phone with all these messages. I'm assuming that OfferUp is connected to either Facebook or Instagram, so they would.
Yeah, listen. Check this out. I'm sure your female friend wanted to get rid of her washing machine, but if that's all she wanted to do, that's all she would have done. She knew, and it's interesting because look at all these text messages. Guys don't DM chicks. Oh, I just love your Kenmore. Your Kenmore and your Whirlpool is so hot. No, they don't do that. So there's something that she connected. There's something that she's not telling you about what she really put on this offer up. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
That's funny, man, and it's funny because like when you peel back the layers like that, you do find out that these girls have a hidden agenda.
Yeah,
so they want more than just they want attention as well.
Yeah, man, and that's another thing too. Like it just I guess guys need to learn this as well. Like Instagram is just the biggest form that girls attention whore themselves, but there's other apps that girls do it on too, where they're trying to get attention or get some kind of clout or whatever it may be. Because quite frankly, attention is like. Women need it. Like I always say, women are like Lamborghinis, and they go through gas quickly, so they constantly need to always fill up and get gas stations and get attention from guys. Otherwise, the problem is that only a few gas stations actually offer premium. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so right. Themselves up what BS unleaded gas, and it's like that. No wonder things are wrong all over the marketplace.
And guys, remember, if your girl has Instagram, she's constantly marketing herself to other people.
Right.
She may not think of it right now. But what's happening is guys are watching, and he's waiting for that moment, either for her to stop posting you on her profile, or for her to say, "Oh, love is hard. I give up, and then they slide in her DMs. So guys, at all points in time, just know females are always advertising themselves on social media, either for personal gain or for monetary gain, with OnlyFans or whatever. And for the most part, just remember this, right, guys? Don't be a simp mangina out here. You don't comment on girls' pictures that you don't that you haven't smashed.
Dude, no free attention.
Fuck, dude. And it's just and you know, and we teach this in the course as well.
Yeah.
Like how to properly DM girls and like get a girl's attention, and then like, you know, run her through the Instagram funnel to get her on a date. You know what I mean? So we teach you guys how to basically open girls on Instagram without giving too much attention or, you know, making yourself look bad, because with Instagram, it's a very slippery slope. You can easily like use that platform to simp.
Yes.
And quite frankly, most guys do. So you need to diversify yourself when you're on Instagram from all the other suckers in your inbox and make your stuff stand out.
Yo, but Pat, let me ask you, Pat, are you interested in this girl or no?
Not as anything more than a one night stand or friends benefits.
So you are interested in her, right? Like you're trying to smash, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So what's your advice to this guy in terms of, because I saw somebody else in the chat and it might have something to do with, it might actually help to answer Pat's question as well, is what can you do to differentiate yourself from other guys on Instagram? What can you do on IG to stand out from every other guy who's sliding into our DMs?
Yes. So this is why we made the course, Donovan.
There you go.
Guys in today's marketplace, they don't know what they're doing. So they're out here posting selfies in the bathroom. I posted themselves from supermarkets, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? It's all about you showing yourself in the best light and having stories that tell a story about yourself or what you're about. So for the most part, I'll give you guys some free game here, right?
Okay.
If you can just each day you're out and about, go to a nice location and do a story. Let's say you're at a nice pool. Let's say you're having dinner with friends. Just post a story, right, of that nice surrounding. Do like a video,
dude,
and you'd be surprised how many girls already on your follow list be like, oh my god, I want to go there, or whoa, that fool is nice. And that alone tells you you have a pre-warm market ready for the picking.
There
and like I said before, all it is Instagram, FaceTime, and date. Once you can do that,
what it is, man.
Hey, is that sound coming from us, Donovan, or
I care like a
little thing?
Yeah, I do hear. I think. Hang on a second. Give me a second. Oh yeah, that was the phone. That was Pat. Pat.
Okay. Oh, that was Pat. Okay.
Yeah. It does that. It does that from time to time. Listen, you're 100% right. And here's the thing, Fresh. I started doing exactly that. All of a sudden, I now have 1,200 more Instagram followers. I have no idea. I don't even know how to check who likes or I don't know how to check any of that stuff. All I look at is that number. So what you're saying is 100% true. I'm posting pictures, dude. I'm posting pictures of me and Devin in Vegas, helicopter rides, fancy, what is it? Fancy hotel rooms and this, and that, and the other. People like to see that, man. And if girls see that if girls see you live an interesting life, they want to be part of that. I'm gonna say one more thing. If your girl is on Instagram, your girl will not be your girl for long. Right now, your girl, listen, if your girl, there's no other reason for a girl to be on Instagram other than to attract more you know what. That's all there is to it. If she really did like you, she would quote unquote forsake all others. That's the reality. If a girl likes you enough, there's no reason for her to be on Instagram. Right. This is why I always tell women, I do not date women who are on social media.
Donovan, can I add one thing about what you do as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
I respect you a lot, man, because most guys cannot do what you did. You literally took a female, right?
Yeah.
Had interest in you and said, hey, you know what? If you want us to continue, stop all social media. That, Donovan, in today's marketplace is hard as hell to do.
It is.
That means you're a man of control, a man of integrity, and she respects you to that level.
Yeah. Gives up Instagram. That's rare, man.
Well, see, here's the thing. What I didn't tell Devin, you need to do X, Y, and Z if you want to be with me. No, I was very clear. I said to her, listen, I don't date women who talk to their exes. I don't date women on social media. I do not date women who go to bars and clubs. Now, she's not the first woman I've ever had that conversation with.
Mhm.
She's the first woman. She's really the first woman who ever just unquestioned, okay, well, let's just do it. But what inevitably happens is that guys ask this, they ask this a lot. Okay, so you say that you don't date girls who are on social media. What if she says, so I have to give up social media to be with you? I didn't say that. I'm saying I do not date girls who are on social media. So you're telling me I have to give it up? That's not what I'm saying. Well, what if I'm social media? What did I just tell you? That you don't date girls who are on social media? So what does that mean, right? Here's what you have to convey. I'm not going to put a gun to your head. I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. I'm not going to tell you what you can or cannot do. All I can do is tell you what I will do in reaction to what you do. So if we start dating and I see that you are on Facebook, I'm not going to dump you because you dumped yourself. Why, class? Because I do not date girls who are on social media. So if you become a girl who is on social media, you automatically become a woman who is not my girlfriend. We're not giving ultimatums, guys. We're giving choices.
Yep.
You can either have social media or you can have a relationship with me, but you cannot have both. You can either text your ex or you can be in a relationship with me, but you cannot have both. You can either go to the bar or the club or you can be in a relationship with me, but you can't have both. Too many dudes letting their women have both. There's nothing wrong with her being on social media. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But if you date women who are on social media, you are setting yourself up for failure, period.
Donovan, can I add to that real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? Like me personally, and if you want to be a real G, you get a password on her login. If you can do that, then you can monitor what comes through and you could see everything. So for the most part, I would tell girls, you know what? If I want to be long term, let me see your login info. Show me your DMs. And
Right
if
up.
that, then okay, I can monitor. I can see it. You know what? All right, cool. You could keep that shit. But for the most part, most girls will not do that because either they're not ready to settle down or they don't think you're high value enough to get that up for. So
Not only that, a girl is ready to settle down for the right guy, right? And if she's not ready to, just because a girl tells you she's not ready to settle down, doesn't mean she's not ready to settle down. No, she's not ready to settle down with you. Because I can bet you 12 girls out of 10, if they were dating Leonardo DiCaprio and they angled for a relationship, and Leonardo said, listen, man, you're giving up all social media. Guess what? They're willing to settle down with Leonardo fucking DiCaprio.
Mhm.
It all has to do with value. Don't take it personally if your girl doesn't want to give that stuff up to be with you. They're girls. Girls don't value love. Girls don't want to be loved, guys. Love doesn't mean anything to girls. What girls value the most is attention.
Mhm.
So you're going to be that guy who's going to get her off of that narcotic, otherwise known as attention on IG. You got to be a stone cold stunner, man. Dude, you got to be that dude who makes it worth it for her to forsake all that attention. I don't know that there's any guy out there like that. The only reason why I'm able to pull it off with my girl is because she's 36 years old. She's not getting the same, and I keep it real all the time, man. Dude, Devin's age allowed me to both train her and to build my empire. If Devin were 26 or 22, could I have trained her? Absolutely. Could I have her in pocket? You bet. But it would have taken a lot more time and effort, and I would not be sitting here right now.
Yep.
The reason why Devin forsakes all of that social media stuff is because she's 36. She's still attractive, but she's not as attractive as she used to be. Listen, to get a 23-year-old who gets DMs and attention all the time, just go all of that, dude, you got to be fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. But that doesn't mean you can't smash him every once in a while, guys. You will never own her. Stop angling for long-term relationships with these girls, guys. Yeah. Just because she's hot and she likes fucking you doesn't mean she's girlfriend material. These girls are for the street. Go back where you found her. Don't take it personally and keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, biggest mistake a guy can make is thinking like a girl's sugar and spice and everything nice. Like they're human beings too, and quite frankly, a lot of these girls get down more than guys do. You know what I'm saying? So guys, you guys got to wake up.
Yep.
Listen, I agree. King Rob, and I see Jamal in LA. I'm going to come to you here in just a second. He actually has a very good question. Jamal in LA. Okay. Rob, $5 says, "What if you don't have a lot of followers? Do you need clout? Do you need clout to slide into cute girls' DMs? It takes a lot of time and energy to get followers up. Well, there you go.
Nice. Yeah, we actually break this down in our course, and I'll let Fresh talk about it. But like, we break this down from 2 different ways that you can handle this problem with followers.
All right, go ahead. What you got, man?
Yeah. So basically, right, most guys, and I'm gonna be real, you will not know how to go their following, because with girls, all they have to do is post a booty picture and some twerking videos, and they get hella followers. But for guys, it's not the same way. So how does a guy level up himself and get followers? Number one thing is you have to add value. Now there's two schools of thought, right? There's organic, and then there's paid ways of getting followers. We cover both in the course. I'll give you guys a freebie here, right? So for example, it's all about perception. So would you rather follow somebody with 1,000 followers or 10,000 followers? The answer is 10,000.
Right.
Not because they're a better person, because they have a more perceived value of people following them. They must know what they're talking about or what they're doing. So as a guy, you have to find a way to add value to people's lives that make them want to follow you. Now, there's a way you can do it. There's a cheat code to it, which we're going to cover in the course. So I won't stay here. But once you figure that out and you get 10K followers, guys, I'm telling you, that number 10K, literally in most girls' eyes, is like, yo, who is this
line of so 10,000? That is the line of demarcation. That is the line. 10,000 is the number that separates you from most people.
And guys, we know how to get it like this. Now, I will say this though, right? When you get that 10K mark, you need to have your game in check.
Oh,
coming at you.
Yeah.
Like even our producer, he saw it when he hit 10K. He was like, "Whoa! I had no idea girls were on me like this." And it's fun because all it is, guys, is perceived value. Now, once again, you need to be congruent, but I perceive value with congruency, and then game. Oh my god, guys, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, no, man. Yeah, I would say 10K is the baseline. Like once you hit that, then you're considered to have like what I call entry level clout. You know what I mean? And the thing is that the reason why we say 10K, guys, isn't necessarily because, oh, we're just picking an arbitrary number. It's because most girls that you run across are going to have double to triple the amount of followers you have. Because most girls, if you were taking an average chick's profile that's halfway decent looking, she's going to have a couple thousand followers off rip without even trying. She has like 2 pictures that are like a year or 2 old with food pics and still getting 500 likes. The game is much easier for women on Instagram. So for you, when you come in with 10K, she's going to know off rip, okay, this guy's probably a somebody. Because most guys don't have any type of clout on Instagram, let alone, most guys can't even take good pictures, let alone make an entire profile based on taking pictures and getting followers for it. So it'll diversify you a lot.
And guys, real quick, support Donovan, support us with the link to the course.
Yeah.
Because you're going to learn how to get followers from 0 to 10K easily.
And we had a special price for Donovan, right? Yeah. We had it up higher. We're bringing it down to $497 for you guys on the last day. Today only because we're, because we obviously Donovan's our man, and we want to help you guys out and get in this because honestly, you guys are going to get 11 modules, right? Where we basically break down Instagram from A to Z, like how to set up your profile, how to take pictures, how to rate everything, preliminary stuff. Quite frankly, stuff that you can like get into and look at now. The real secret sauce is going to be the Zoom calls. I'm not going to lie to you guys at all. We purposely kept the best stuff out of the course and in the Zoom call.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because what we're gonna do is when everyone comes in, we're gonna make everyone turn their cameras on.
Yeah.
And the thing is that there's been a lot of competitors looking at Fresh's Instagram that you guys might or might not know. So we didn't want to have the course there where competitors can steal the stuff, because the stuff we're gonna teach you guys is stuff that like basically Fresh paid about $10,000 to learn from other other big influencers. So we're gonna teach this in the Zoom calls, and we got a full syllabus on this. So like the first day is like funneling girls from your dating app to your Instagram. We got a day on how to get exotic cars without breaking the bank. We got a day on how to grow your following, organic versus paid traffic, the whole breakdown on that. We got another day on how to blow up and get clout through running ads and doing collaborations, that type of thing. So we got a full syllabus, guys, of what we're going to break down. It's going to be 1 hour of instruction. Then it's going to be followed by an open Q&A with everyone in there. So by the time you're done, and they will be recorded for our European people or international people that catch them live, but they're going to be 9 p.m. The first 5 days, and then the second 5 days, we're going to take a poll with the students and see what's the best time that everyone can join. But the first 5 days, which they start tomorrow at 9 p.m., and it's going to go for about 2 hours, and we're going to send a Zoom link to all the people on the list. So, I mean, when it comes to Instagram, guys, like, I mean, there's no one that knows more than us on this. I don't want to sound cocky or whatever, but it's by far the best networking. Oh, and we're also going to teach you guys how to network with like other high value men, so you can build business relationships or even like personal relationships with these guys where you can like, use it to benefit you in some kind of way. So yeah, man, we break that all down, but the Zoom calls are where it's at. The course, you're going to learn the basics, right? So if you don't know anything about Instagram, you learn the basics. Then we're going to take you and put your profile on steroids with the Zoom calls.
This is good stuff, man. This is really good stuff. Let's go to Jamal in Los Angeles. Jamal, Los Angeles. So you've got an IG, Jamal, and you said you have more dudes who follow you than girls do. So I guess, so what's your question surrounding that, Jamal? Go ahead.
So my question is, because my profession back in the day was a profession that a lot of dudes look up to. So I tend to see that a lot of dudes are following me for, I don't know, inspiration or whatever.
Okay.
But I have like a 65% dude following, like a 35% girl following.
Okay.
So I was seeing what can I do to, attract more women to the profile than men.
Are all followers created equally? Because girls, and listen, I'm deferring to you guys.
Yeah.
So girl sees that you have 50,000 Instagram followers. Is she going to go through and say, oh, 45 out of the 50,000 IG followers he has are guys, so I'm not going to follow this guy?
No.
Or is it just a number to her?
Yeah.
So what she will do is look at who you're following. That's what she'll look at.
Oh,
That
okay.
determines a lot about your character as well.
Yeah.
Who you follow, but they won't look at who's following you.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you guys a little game right now. If you look at any like big influencers Instagram, they purposely don't follow anyone like Tekashi 6ix9ine or a lot of these like rappers that have clout, whatever. They'll purposely not follow anybody, and the reason why they do that is because they don't want people to be able to figure out their links of other people that they're dealing with personally, whatever it may be. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of celebs do that, and if you guys look at their page, they won't follow that many people, or they'll follow very few. So you're not able to trace back like who's close to them in their life. You know what I'm saying? Because what'll happen is if you got so much clout, people will DM those people.
Yep.
Trying to ask about you, and then the people that follow you get annoyed by it, so they'll just not follow anybody. So that's one thing. So don't worry about girls following you, bro. That's nothing. The main point is you need to have a good landing page.
Yes.
You understand? If someone subscribe, like someone subscribing to your email list but still reading your emails, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because like, let's say she's not necessarily on your email list, right? But she checks your profile, or you give her your profile when you guys meet and greet, whatever. She's gonna stalk your profile, and she might not follow on purpose because she doesn't want you to get notified that she's following you. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if a lot of guys follow you. Your ratio isn't that important. What's important is you have a good landing page and you give it out as a business card. And then she can make her own decision looking at it.
And guys, I have girls that don't follow me, but they look at all my stories.
Bam.
And funny enough, those girls hit me up and we go on dates, even though they're not following me.
Yep.
So I would say, caller Jamal, focus on funneling girls from every aspect of your life onto Instagram. I mean, it's cold approach.
Yes.
Dating apps. Let's say you're at a work event. Hey, you seem pretty cool. Let's connect. Wink, wink. Connect.
Connect. Yeah, right.
Wherever you can, that is your literal digital footprint in your space. Now what's gonna happen is, you have a big guy following, but the more you do this and the more people see you and the more you're all having fun living your lifestyle, and we can cover as well hashtags. Like I'll give you guys a freebie here, right? Whenever you do a story, put the location of that place.
Yes.
You can do this by clicking at the very top. Whenever you do a video or a picture, there's a square smiley face. You click that, there's location, music, whatever. Click location, and if you want, minimize it all the way down till it's like 0. There's nothing. That way you can't see it, but you're tagged in that location. Now, another tip as well. That same top bar, you're going to see a small A and a big A, right? That just means text. You click that, you put hashtag. Let's say, for example, you are driving a Range Rover. You put hashtag Range Rover. Let's say you're at a pool, hashtag pool. Let's say you're at a beach, hashtag beach. Because you're going to put a bunch of tags there. And once again, minimize it. But what you're doing right now, right?
Minimize it. Why do you minimize it?
Because you don't want people to see that you're tagging stuff. It's kind of like
you're doing it on your stories.
You want it to be a clean story, so all they see is a nice view or a video or background.
It's an aesthetic thing.
Yeah, but they don't see. So because Donovan, what basically you're doing is that you're adding tags to your story.
Yeah.
Anyone looking at those tags will see your story come up.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. That's just a fraction of what we're going to teach. Like we're going to get more in depth with hashtags, and I mean we're gonna teach you guys wild stuff like how to run ads and get girls off that, all this like.
And guys, this stuff alone that me and Myron have figured out. Literally, you can apply this to business as well. This literally, guys, is networking 101 on Instagram and then getting girls 101 put together.
listen, check this out. Listen. I'm in. No cap, right?
No cap. I like that one.
Listen, seriously, like, and this is just me talking because I could learn from this. I'm trying to build a business, dude. I fucked every blonde haired. I've had every redhead, brunette. I don't need any more of that.
Right.
What I need are connections. What I need are followers. What I need is influence. So this not only helps you to get laid, this helps you to build business. And now I'm gonna attend these webinars because I think that can help me with my business.
Yeah, Donovan, literally, bro, we got you. Me and Myron got you 100%.
Yeah, facts.
But let me just tell you a story, right? So, for example, I just got featured on Fox News articles, Disrupt, CNBC, and also what's the other one? Oh, the Chicago Weekly News, right?
Yep.
This girl DM'd me and said, "Hey, your story is very, very important. I want to share it." And she got me featured in these bunch of articles. And this never would happen if she didn't find me on Instagram.
There it is, man.
The networking power of Instagram is unmatched. Actually, all of our guests on the show, Donovan, the celebrities you see, the blue check mark guys, the porn stars you see on the site, all
IG.
Instagram networking. So, guys, your inbox is a powerful tool.
Dude.
All you do is have a good perception of yourself, showcase what you do for a living, and people will come to you.
You know what this makes me want to do? And this is interesting. I ignore my Facebook page. I completely ignore it now because it's just now I don't really pay attention to I pay a little bit more attention to my Instagram now since I went and saw Fresh, who looked like he was going to shoot me when I told him I don't pay attention to Instagram, right?
Yes.
But that's the thing. Like, I think I think Twitter is a different platform altogether. I've got a guy doing that. But Instagram seems to be, other than YouTube, I think Instagram seems to be the place where you can make the most connections with the most people, man.
Yeah, I got so Fresh controls my new Instagram. It's called the Unplug Lifestyle. And we've been posting that. We've been using some of the tactics. So we're going to teach the students behind the scenes what we're doing exactly with it. But it's Unplug Lifestyle is the personal Instagram that I have. So you guys can check that out and you'll see like the pictures we selected, stories that we use, etc. And we're going to get more active on it once we start with the Zoom calls. But in general, man, like, yeah, man. I mean, Donovan, you worked with Fresh for a bit, and he was showed you some stuff on Instagram. So, yeah, man, it's a very powerful tool.
Hey, Donovan, real quick. Someone in the chat said, BK from the Rockies says, hey, Donovan, Devin, do you have a TSR link for the course?
Oh, yeah, the affiliate link. Yeah, do you guys have a because I don't have my affiliate link with me.
I'll put it right now.
You got it.
All right, good stuff.
Yeah, so we'll put in the chat, guys. We'll put Donovan's link. But yeah, the course we got a special price for this stream, $497. You guys can get in. It closes at midnight, guys. So you got to take action.
Woohoo!
Now. And honestly, $497. If you hired one of us for a 1-hour consultation, it will cost you at least $200.
Straight up.
Get 10 sessions with us, where you're going to get 2-hour coaching sessions, and you're going to get the course on top of that. So it's like a no-brainer from like a financial perspective, like that money invested. You know what I mean? Basically, get your Instagram handled. And we're gonna basically hold your hand throughout the process, because like what we'll do is when guys come in, we can review your Instagram page. We can tell you exactly what's wrong based on your page. We can help you with your niche, because we got a couple of clients. Like we got one client, for example, that likes to use cooking stuff for his Instagram to use to get girls. So
what?
Yeah, so we actually have to dispense certain information to him that would be different for someone else that maybe they had some other kind of niche. So depending on what you're trying to do, which is the beauty of these Zoom calls, we can give you specified answers based on your niche to put you in the best light, to be the most attractive with your profile. So we even niche down for guys as well based on their interests, etc. So if you're a musician, we're gonna give you different tips than we would for someone that like is running a cooking page, or if like a traveler, we would give you certain tips that we would never give to a musician
or a content creator.
Exactly, or a content creator.
Or if you're at home and you don't know what to do, we'll give you ideas that you can do for yourself.
Bam. Yeah. So we got you guys. And I didn't want to say this, but I'll say it real quick. We literally have probably almost 1,000 stories saved in our archive that we're gonna figure out what we could do with that. But like we'll hook you guys up and show you some of those as well, so you guys have an idea. Maybe we'll even hook some guys up and give it to them. But we got a whole array of different stories that we use that are true and tested, that typically get responses from girls.
Let me ask you guys this: because I'm all in now, man, because I think this is a tool, and we always say this: game is not just for girls. you can use the basic principles of red pill game in every aspect of life, with your friends, with your family, with your coworkers, and you can yield good results. That's what this appears to be right now. So when do these webinars start? When do these webinars start, and what time do they start, finish, etc.?
So we're going to start them tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to send a Zoom link out. When you guys buy the course, we ask for your email. We're going to send out an email to the master list of purchasers, and we're going to then we're going to start tomorrow. And then it's going to go from Monday to Friday. We're going to have a Zoom call every single time, every night. And then the second week, what we might do is we might switch it to the morning to catch the guys that from different time zones. But we're going to have to take a poll with the crew. Once we have everybody in there, we have an idea where everyone's at.
Okay, go ahead.
And then we also have a first late blueprint, because obviously once you guys learn this stuff, you're going to probably start going out on dates.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little harder. You're going to need to know how to close the date. So for only a extra $147, we teach you guys. We're going to do another special Zoom call where we're going to break it down in excruciating detail.
Yeah.
What you need to do to set up your first date, whether you have your own spot, whether you live with your parents, whether you have roommates, whatever it may be. You guys had to set it up where you set up the date in a way where you're going to maximize your ability to close. We're going to handle one of my tactics when you have LMR that I've not ever shared, but I will share it this time. And it's not withdrawing attention. It's actually it's different.
And the secret sauce, how you can get girls to flow to you without paying a penny.
Bam.
Oh, wow.
I didn't think you were going to say it.
Hey, man, that's for Donovan, bro. That's for Donovan.
I guess, all right, yeah. We're going to teach you guys how to do that, too. Yeah.
With the $10 super chat says, Tom Hanks in the movie The Circle owned a social media company where it was mandatory to disclose your life daily. You were second guessed if you didn't. Does social media MED demote the cold approach? Does social media demote the cold approach?
Oh, okay. I think you're saying like is cold approach dead? So my opinion on this is it is not. You still and I'll give my opinion. I'll give Fresh, because Fresh, I already know he's gonna say the screws cold approach. I don't think it's a dead. But what I will say is to increase. We already know cold approach has a very low statistical rate of success. But what we do know is that if you run a cold approach and you combine it with social media, man, it's gonna be way more potent. Because here's the thing: you cold approach her, hey, what's up, blah blah blah. Oh well, we should get a drink sometime. What's your number? What's your Instagram? Cool, bam. She's gonna stalk your profile once you walk away. And then discovery, just like you said, Donovan, trumps disclosure.
And in the Me Too era, it's way less pressure. Way less pressure.
Yeah.
So you don't have to feel like the edge of, damn, like is she gonna think that I'm trying to, I'm saying, you could be at a workplace. Hey, let's connect. What's your social media? It's less pressure.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Did you put a link in there?
Oh, guys,
did you put the link in
by
there?
the way, someone just bought it from the link. Yeah, I put the link.
Okay, awesome.
So
awesome.
I think this is one of your people here that bought it. So definitely see you in the Zoom call, brother, and appreciate you for supporting Donovan and us. Man. Yeah.
And getting in and taking action, bro. Like this is, guys, the value we're going to give you guys, basically 20 hours of instruction on Instagram.
And no one has done this before. Guys, when I said, right, that celebrities, these guys get all the girls will never tell you this because they don't want to share the profit. We literally, we lost girls, bro, doing this, Donovan. Donovan, get me, right? I lost over 1,000 girl followers on my Instagram doing this, right? And look, I said to Mario, you know what? They don't pay me money, bro.
Yeah, fuck
they don't help me. But at the same time, I felt hurt because that's my market.
Leads. Yeah, that's leads. Yeah.
More guys, something has happened. We now have 4,835 people watching us.
What?
I don't know if this is an algorithm thing, but according to
holy smoke.
According to YouTube, we've got 4,800. Now I'm broadcasting this on multiple platforms, but we got 3,900 people watching us on. We got 3,900 people, 5,600 people watching us on YouTube. 5,800.
Donovan, what is this a record for you?
Easily, like.
Oh,
listen, I don't know if somebody picked up on this and sent out the link, but this. I have never, ever had these numbers. Like these were Kevin's numbers.
Donovan, I did a swipe up. I did a swipe up before this.
What does that mean?
Oh,
like I put okay. So basically, on your story, you can put a link to your video.
Okay,
post it. So I did that right before the video.
Yo, we got 6,807 people watching us. This is unbelievable.
Donovan, you know what's funny? When I did the article, I got a bunch of followers from the article because I put my Instagram tag in the news articles that came up.
Wow, this is
Or
there's the receipts right there. Buy the course, damn it. There's the receipts right there. We ain't playing this, baby. You know,
1,000.
to the 7,600 people who are watching me, many of you for the very first time, you need to subscribe to my channel. I'm telling you all straight up, it's going to change your life. Red Pill Mike with the $100 super chat says, I work in hospital administration, and unfortunately, social media still is used as a form of promotional elimination based on, quote, what this represents about our brand. For this very reason, I had to eliminate Facebook and all social media, complicating modern dating. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes. So in this case, social media can be used in a bad light. This is why the course is very important, because once you use it the right way, it will help you. Now, some corporate jobs and some corporate businesses do not like it at all, because they can lead to leaking information. It can lead to people being, harassed, on a digital platform. But for the most part, I would say if that's your MO and you have like an issue with your job, definitely you want to make it as private as possible. But at the same time, like, it is going to kind of stunt your growth in terms of like what you can do with social media. So.
Right. Okay. Very good. And again, Red Pill Mike, man, thank you very much.
Thank you much for that super chat, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother.
Listen, man, and it's interesting when a lot of people talk about employment, because what employers, and guys, I haven't had a W-2 paying job since I was in Vegas, but what employers are doing now is they're telling people, unlock your phone and hand it to me right now. Like, remember, that's my strategy. That, of course, is my strategy for the whole long-term relationship thing. The first time your girl asks you, hey, what are we? What's the deal? You put her off. Hey, listen, you don't want to be in a relationship with a guy like me. You put her off 2 or 3 times. Finally, you say, you really want to know what it's like to be in a relationship with a guy like me? Yeah. Unlock your phone and hand it to me right now. She's not going to, because she doesn't want you to see that you're messing. She doesn't want you to see that she's messing with other guys. Well, it's the same thing that employers are doing. They're like, unlock, log into Facebook right now. We want to go through it. This is what's happening. It's the same thing with Instagram and Red Pill Mike. Dude, this is a testimonial story. This is how influential social media is. Companies are literally making decisions on whether or not to hire or fire people based on what they see or don't see on social media. It's incredible.
Guys, literally what Donovan just said is Instagram is a new resume. And for the most part, you can use it in a good manner to make yourself look better, or in a bad manner, which means you getting drunk on camera, you doing a bunch of foolishness with people that aren't in your best interest.
Right.
You acting foolish will come out to haunt you. Which is why we promote, hey, use it in a congruent way to better your lifestyle so people can get inspired or want to learn from you, or don't use it at all.
There you go.
I'll say this,
it has to be for purpose.
I'll say this real quick too, guys. If you guys noticed just now, Fresh was taking a story, and I want to break that down for you guys. What he was conveying was, look at me, I'm working, look at my lifestyle, showing the setup, behind the scenes, whatever it is. And there's no Lambos here, nothing like that. We're just here in the studio working. But when you show cool stuff like that, like, look at what I'm doing. I'm on my purpose. I'm working, whatever. Girls are going to look at a story and be like, oh my God, that's so cool. And then like girls are going to open him and be like, I want to be on the show, whatever it is, right?
Ambition.
But ambition is very attractive to women, man. So, we walk it like we talk it, guys. Like we're doing the stories and everything like that too. And real quick, but all I was going to say was, since we got so many people in here, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, Fresh and Fit, and Donovan Sharpe. Get both those 2 channels alone will get you guys straight with your fitness game, how to deal with long-term relationships. Both channels, guys. Donovan Sharpe, Fresh and Fit.
Guys, go ahead and follow Donovan on Instagram as well.
Yes.
His is going to
be, even though I have no idea how to use it. Like, he's swipe up. Listen, what Myron said is very important. Ambition is attractive to women. You want to know, ambition is also attractive to men too, right? People people like to follow ambitious people. It's just what people do. I got Jamal on the line again. He's got a follow-up question to what he asked the first time. So Jamal, you've got a follow-up question to what you asked about. You said you got a lot of followers, but most followers are men. We told you that a follower is a follower. As a follower, it doesn't matter what it is. 10,000 is 10,000. What's your follow-up question to that?
So when I go through regular life, I do attract some females, and I've been told I have a really intimidating aura or way about me. So I think there's a disconnect, because I try and tone it down on Instagram So would you think it would be a good idea to
Tone what down on
still
Instagram? Hold
try
on,
to be
real quick.
myself?
Hold on. Whoa, hold on. See, listen. I think I'm going to get this right. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong.
Mhm.
Don't tone yourself down on Instagram. If a girl says you have an intimidating aura,
Yeah.
what that means, and this is actually in the Womanese course, I like intimidating men. No, women don't ever want to feel like you're going to put hands on them. But if you intimidate a woman, this means that she places your value above hers. Women are never intimidated by men whose perceived value is lower than them. Okay?
Correct.
A woman cannot be intimidated by you if you have lower value than she does. If it is obvious that your value is higher than she is, she will be intimidated. Not physically intimidated. No, she will be intimidated. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to earn this guy's approval. Does he like me? Does he not like me? Does he find me attractive? Does he not find me attractive? That's the kind of intimidation we're talking about. Correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, but is this guy on the right track or is he not?
I mean, the thing is, man, you got to kind of make your profile and not really care about what, am I doing too much or whatever it is, because you got to do, the profile's got to be congruent to you regardless. You know what I mean? It's got to be congruent to you. So you want to show the things that you do. For example, let's say you like to hunt, right? Well, obviously that's going to, a lot of girls aren't going to like that. Oh my God, you kill animals. Cool. But there's gonna be a bunch of girls that like that. You know what I'm saying? That it's the masculine thing to do. They're going to like the fact that you're out an outdoorsman, whatever it may be. So you're going to lose and gain girls all the time. So the best thing to do is gain the girls that are congruent to what you purport yourself to be in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So if, for example, if you're a vegan, right, but you're out like taking pictures, hunting pretending to hunt, even though you don't hunt, and then the girl, you go meet up with some chick and she loves the outdoors and hunting, you're going to look stupid when she meets you in person.
Yep.
So you got to be congruent with what you actually do and what you enjoy.
How do you do a swipe up? I'd like to know how to do that. You guys got to show me that off the air, man, because that is absolutely incredible.
We got you.
My friend, you are well taken care of.
Yeah.
Like the commercial Allstate, you're in good hands, my friend.
I have a feeling that I have not reached my true potential on Instagram yet. It's just incredible.
No, not at all, bro. Not at all. Guys, just so you guys know, Fresh had his worked on his Instagram for a few minutes,
Yeah.
and we were able to help Donovan grow like 1,200 followers.
And guys,
Dude, it's incredible. We got all the way up to 8,500 people just because of that. That's crazy.
and guys, real quick, follow me on Instagram at Fresh Prince CEO if you're not following me already.
You better.
Unplug Lifestyle. Also follow our page, Fresh and Fit Miami, and then more importantly, follow Donovan at Donovan Sharpe, the number 1, to find him.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Donovan Sharpe and the number 1. Looks like our numbers have come back down to earth. Guys, I think we're going to leave. Oh, wait a minute. I've got one more super chat here.
Sure.
Merciless $5 says, I'll be DMing you two. Sounds like a great investment getting assistance in beating up our IG for our podcast show.
Yeah.
So have our slow start go war. Man, I swear to God,
Yeah.
dude, I can't speak millennialese. Yeah, man. Listen, I think this is going to be very beneficial for me. I'm not looking for girls. I've had all the girls I can handle. Dude, I got one. I've got one now. I'm good with her for now. I'm trying to learn how to network. I'm trying to learn how to grow because I really do believe that Instagram is kind of taken over, man. And it's taken me this long to sort of come around on this. Thanks to you guys.
It's the
Donovan,
number 1 social media platform.
Can I add to his comment real quick, Merciless?
Yeah, go ahead.
Before I used to help with social media, in terms of Instagram, I used to build channels for YouTube. I help people go on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So this process can work for any platform. Once you know what you're doing with this, Donovan, you're going to play anywhere, which is why we've been able to grow so fast with our whole team. And then me adding some measures here behind the scenes as well. So once you learn this, guys, you're going to be set up for anything
It
you
helps
want
you
to do.
across all social media platforms.
Business, dating, you name it.
Yeah.
There it is. Well, there you have it, guys. The Fresh and Fit podcast, blazing the way. I think you guys represent sort of the new blood in terms of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I don't know if you've told Fresh Prince CEO this, but I think you probably, you have, but Fresh Prince CEO he's been confirmed. He is going to be a speaker at the Conference of Masculine Excellence.
Wow.
Because listen, I'm telling you, man, this kind of knowledge is not out there. It's just not out there. And they're anytime I can bring on a guest and I can learn something new every time, that's when I want to invite them into my life. Every time I talk to Myron, I learned something new about, girls game, most recently, fitness and such. But dude, I've learned more about social media here in the last hour and 9 minutes than I've learned my entire life. So you've got, listen, because you're not the only person who's listening to this. You're not the only person who can benefit, or I'm not the only person who can benefit from this. I can promise you there are so many other viewers, watchers, whatever the case may be, who are looking at this and saying, listen, I'm up to my eyeballs in, the JJ, but I want to know how to network as well. And I think that's the strength of the course.
Guys,
we've got some
real
big
talk?
YouTubers the past couple of days
Yeah.
here,
Guys.
Greg Ferreira, Q Banks, top Forex trader / crypto trader. We had Rafael Vargas here yesterday. We had KC Chops, who's a big DJ in Miami.
Yeah.
We've gotten all these guys from Instagram.
Guys, real talk, the best thing you can do as a man is surround yourself with people either going in the right direction or that can elevate you. I met my mentor through Instagram, and
There
that's
you
my whole life. Guys, literally, guys, Donovan is right. If you can master networking and learn this can help you in all.
I mean, me and Josh met through Instagram too.
Yeah, that's
we
what
wouldn't have the Fresh and Fit podcast without Instagram. So
Mhm.
there you go.
Listen, my mom and dad, they've been on Instagram. I mean,
Awesome.
that is going to do it for this edition of Weights and Dates. Guys, this was a fantastic episode. I think this is going to be fully monetized because I think all the cuss words came from me and YouTube expects that from me. So I appreciate you guys keeping it clean. I'll hit you guys up on the I need Fresh's PayPal so I can distribute the super chats evenly. Thank you guys very much for making time for us today. Guys, the companion podcast start tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. How many are there going to be? They're going to be like 9 or 10, you said?
Yeah, it's going to be 10 Zoom calls and then one special Zoom call for the guys that get the first date lay course, which that's where we're going to break down first date stuff from a remedial to an extremely advanced level to all the way up to handling LMR and all this other stuff.
Listen, I will be at every one of those Zoom calls. I don't need guys in the Zoom asking, hey, Donovan, I have a question. No, I am there as a student. I am there to learn. I'm not there to advise. I'm there to soak all that stuff in. So guys, listen, be sure to get your hands on this course. Every time I talk about this course, I'm more and more sold on it now, so much so I'm actually going to attend the Zoom calls, and if I can benefit from it, I certainly know that you guys. So again, thank you guys for coming on. This was rock solid game. We should actually be charging people for this.
We should.
We're nice, but because we're nice, we're not. You guys take care. We'll see you guys.